Is there anything else you can tell about the body?
Well, no, not really. It appears that he was strangled to death.
Logan, do we know, Garrett's are they easily found or bought?
You're not really sure. You've never strangled anybody that Garrett, although now you're kind of getting keen to try.
Monk here thinks the Garrett might have left distinguishing marks on the perp's hands. Can you
Who's
inform
Monk?
us?
Month.
Munt. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
Munt.
Sorry.
Oh. Well, it depends on the handles. He glares at Liz and he goes, some garrots have handles. Those are more professional ones, usually. A couple of pieces of wood gives you a good grip. If you are some sort of amateur, you could wind the cord around your hands, and then your hands will definitely have an impression. It depends. Other ones. Now, this person though did not use a professional garrote, because a professional garrote you loop about the head and then choke like that, so that there's no indent on the back though. So this is not quite up to professional standards of garroting.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So the
saying
person
it's a wire
obviously
garrote?
hasn't done this before.
Not a wire garrote, the deeper cut. They may have done it before, but they are not as good at it as some people.
They're not a master assassin.
I should say not. Now, some mafia cases we've had in the past have been much more interesting.
I'll stop you right there.
I wasn't even going to bring up the autoerotic asphyxiation.
Okay, yes, please stop.
I get very interested. Oh,
Go on.
tell me that.
I also kind of lean forward a little.
And Liz, give me a empathy roll.
Fail.
Cool. You're concerned. You're not exactly sure why, but you're feeling concerned. And the coroner's like, well, I've investigated several deaths from it.
We're gonna hear
The
about
latest
it.
one was dressed in a Batman suit. Apparently, he goes on.
Oh, just Batman. Those not Smurfs.
Oh. No, but I have been finding some strange blue paint on some victims and whatnot. Not here at this precinct, but in other precincts, because during one of the coroner conventions, apparently there was blue paint not only found on the face, but the rectum as well. The rectum, says the coroner's assistant, and it killed him as well, yes.
Oh
sounds
god, you
awesome.
fucking smurf fucker.
Oh God, you just said that.
The coroner raises an eyebrow like,
I put one hand on Rock's back, just gently.
I kind of leaned into it.
you're becoming more and more concerned about your partners and
Oh,
whatnot.
Lansbury, you know what this means.
I am the ultimate level of concerned right now. I am highly concerned.
The coroner raises one eyebrow and he's like, but you must be very careful with autoerotic asphyxiation. In fact, they sell a kit now that will release you when you release certain grips. It releases your throat. That way, if you pass out from it at the moment of ejaculation, of course, then you do not die from continued asphyxiation.
Very
Why was this necessary to hear?
Oh, it's on. It's for sale. You can pick it up here. I'll write down the address. He says.
I
I
start
take
making
note of
goo-goo eyes at Lansbury.
the address, and I'm like,
Right.
fine.
Alright, I'm a head out. I'm a head out. Nope, nope, nope.
I'm gonna need
Okay, all right.
from Liz. I'm gonna need a small sanity roll because they're putting
Yes.
your brain through a bit of a ringer here. I'm afraid.
That's on your basic tab. It's not in
Basic?
skills.
Okay, basic
There's a
info.
button right next to sanity.
Okay, okay.
Your brain is hurting. Okay, you take 1 point toward gross out.
Towards gross out?
Okay, this
so,
is gonna be we're gonna
Yes, go ahead and
Run
explain
through
it.
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
Gross out, found it.
Okay,
Excellent.
cool. Take 1
You
point
add
to that.
one to
There.
that, and then move the bubble thing where it shows the sandy, and move the bubbles down by 1.
I believe
by
you'd be
one.
at 64.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, so
Right.
you're at 64 now.
Now, what this means
Thanks
is,
a lot, guys. You cost me sanity.
oh, they're going to cost you a lot more sanity, I'm afraid.
Uh,
But the good news is that if they do this 20 or 19 more times to you, then they'll just bounce off of you if they're like grossing you out or whatever, and in some spectacular fashion, then you'll be more or less immune after you take another 20 points toward this disgusting, depraved
Oh, yeah,
shit.
you'll see a lot of that. Don't worry.
Mhm. Oh, it gets darker. So much darker.
Anyway, back to the case. All right.
Do you have any more questions for the corner, or do you want to go back out to your car?
Yes, where would one buy
Actually,
a
yes,
from?
one. Was there any
She
sign of
comes
a
back.
struggle? Did he have? Was he, you know?
He didn't have any defensive wounds, although his clothing was in a bit of a disarray. Although it doesn't look like he was redressed after something else darker happened to him. He said,
Oh
looking
God!
at the other, but it appears that he may have struggled, but not gotten any good hits in.
Okay. So this wasn't piano wire or something like that? It's
No, that would cut into the neck and leave a lot of blood.
Not
It looked like he did bite the inside of his cheek, possibly during the
Do
struggle.
you know where
And-
one would buy this particular kind of carrot from?
Oh, you could easily make it with 2 pieces of wood and some cord.
So that's not specialty made, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, just what are we talking about here? Like clothesline thickness, etc.
Yeah.
Just describe. Okay.
Yeah, it's about that.
Okay.
Yeah, any thin rope, cord,
So
something that would fit close.
improvised.
Very easily improvised and very, very cheap to make. You could simply cut down a broom or mop and use that if you wanted. Although the thicker the dowels, the more elegantly that into your hand they fit.
Okay. So if we find our perp, he's probably gonna, or she's probably gonna have identifying marks on their hands.
Probably not if they use dowels. If they didn't use dowels and were just holding the cord, definitely.
Okay.
Well, you
I-
said before that this was a very amateur strangulation, so I'd imagine that they didn't.
The what?
I believe you said before that they most likely didn't use those dowels or handles.
They may have. We don't know. We'd have to see the perp's hands.
All right.
Well, no, I said before they didn't wrap it completely around
Oh,
because
okay.
you see, all you need to do. Here, let me get some cord and I'll show you here.
Wait.
No, thank you. Let's go. I don't want to be murdered.
No, I want to see this.
No! Last time you said you wanted to see this, I had to listen to a fucking Smurf fucker. We are not doing this.
I really, really want to see this. I'll stay here. You can leave.
What's a Smurf? Says the guy.
Little
You can use me as a test subject if you want.
Papa has a beard in the red hat. The other ones have white hats, and
I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with this rant
I
again.
start telling him the story of Gargamel and the Smurf berries.
Is this a children's cartoon?
Yeah.
My God! And you believe that the blue found in the rectum of the 3 different victims from across Illinois could be related to this?
Very probably.
My God, he takes notes and he says, very well, thank you for bringing this enlightenment. I will talk to my colleagues about it and see if we can piece something together.
Okay.
Good job, detective.
I mean, there's a lot of horrible ways to die, but going out like that is truly disturbing. It's the old
Good day, caller.
death by Chi-Chi, I'm afraid.
Alright, yeah, so,
The internal
Um,
hemorrhaging. He's listing stuff.
I'll leave now and go find it.
All right.
I smile and then I give him a wink. And then
Be right back one
Can
second.
you
He's
please
like,
stop
"Ooh."
flirting with everybody that you...
He's getting flirted with by a pretty Asian lady, and so he's like, yeah, and he keeps going on and stuff.
okay, hold on. Let me make a seduction roll.
All right, go for it.
Oh,
Now,
God. I am happy I'm out of the room for this.
You are so
All right.
happy.
That's enough shenanigans for now. I think
All
I
right.
think I played my sanity to the hilt.
Are you
yeah.
finally finished?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
finished.
yeah. Good news for Liz is this is one of his insanities. Eventually, if your sanity gets low enough, you begin picking up different kinds of insanity. They don't have to be like this, but his are very specialized.
I
Yeah.
know. Why do you think I keep calling him Smurf Fucker?
You probably don't want to say that in front of anybody, Detective Munt.
No.
Then don't express it in front of anybody.
I want to know how you know my secret.
Yeah,
Secret. You
you're gonna
literally
have
have Smurf porn as your desktop background.
You've been going through my web history? Can I put pictures on this desktop?
It's on your
No,
desktop background, detective.
Oh my God, are you kidding? Don't put it on the roll 20.
Yes, I can put it on the roll 20 and cross everybody sad.
No. Please stop.
Please don't. All right, so you guys head out.
No. Yeah, I was looking for avatars, and you wouldn't believe what I
Avatars.
found.
Got it. Yes, I understand. Very good, sir. Did Pornhub have anything for you on the Smurfs?
Huh?
I've got to check Pornhub later. Anyway, so moving on. I'm just curious now. It's become an academic exercise. What does
No,
that-
this is just like one of them was like a Chippendale Smurf with the mushroom houses were penises, and one of them was a Smurf with a heart on. Nothing really nasty, and I wouldn't have gone for anything really nasty, so it's okay.
Okay.
Liz.
You guys all rejoin back in the car where the guy, you're not sure why you've got the guy with one hand driving, but it does make you a bit nervous. And he's got like a hook for his other hand. It's kind of a piratey thing, you're guessing. I mean, if you had an eye patch, that would be a big help.
Check your cards, Liz.
Okay. What am I looking for?
You're
Hey.
looking for a 2 to discard for one thing.
A
Three
discard?
dis-
I need a discard?
Yeah.
4 is always your max.
Oh. 4 is the max?
Well, first, do you have any reds? Do you have any
No.
Okay, then yeah, you got to go down to 4. So I'd pick out.
Any
Well,
cards
I would.
you wish?
Oh, no. You want to keep that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd recommend going through with Russ and figuring out which cards to keep. I'm going to AFK for the bio real quick while you work on that.
So if you right-click on that card,
Take
that's
card.
discarded that you want,
Take it?
take it. Okay, back in your
Right.
hand. All right, so you have vehicle or steed. What's the first word of that?
Heal.
Heal, vehicle, or steed. That's probably not important. Acrobatics might not be important. Skill +5 definitely sucks. Don't worry about that.
Alright, so do I take that one out then?
Yeah, you would drag it onto the desktop.
Alright.
So, yeah, heal, vehicle. Well, we might get into a car chase. I don't know. That's up to you. Acrobatics, maybe not. Helpful librarian. You got a pretty good research role, so that might not be something you want to get rid of. Yeah, the rest is up to you. What do you
Let's
think we're going to run into?
do... Take
But the
card
discard
existence.
and the dissemination and the limited retrieve, you definitely
Oh
want to
yeah, those are sick cards.
Alright, then I'll get rid of...
I'd do helpful librarian if I were you. You
Okay.
might blow a research roll, but
Yeah, but
Alright.
there's 3 of us, so between the 3 of us, one of us is bound
Alright,
to.
there we go.
Yeah.
it's famous last words.
So I'm thinking next we should maybe look into the history of this map, because we haven't done that. Find out a bit more about it.
Well, we should probably look into the history of... And then again, this is the map we've been focusing on.
Yeah.
How are we going to find a suspect? What will lead
Well-
us to a suspect? Because we don't have any good prospects for a suspect.
We need someone with motive to steal the map.
Right.
So if we found out a bit more about the map, maybe we'll find out who might want to steal it.
Yeah, the motive would be $200,000.
Yeah, but why that map and not one of the other ones more expensive?
Exactly. Why that map in particular?
Yeah,
Let's
maybe
go to
they'll
the
have-
on the back of
Let's
it,
go to
maybe.
Virginia and find out.
Road trip.
No, let's just go on the computer and just
Research that map.
research the map, find out what we...
Yeah, it's definitely possible that there's some hidden lore behind that map that we aren't aware of at the moment.
Okay. We're trying to
Who
nail
suggested-
down. We're trying to nail down a way to get a suspect, Logan.
Got it. Who suggested going on the internet first?
me.
Good. Yeah. All right. Everybody give me research rolls. You guys go back to, before Liz makes her research roll, I need a new computer roll because she trashed the last computer.
Right,
Where are you guys
right.
going to do your research, by the way?
We'll head in the police station.
Station.
Yeah, fuck their computers. Yeah.
Hey!
show some workman working on her original computer just glaring at her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't forget
because you
your
have a
check,
50 in that, you have to do it every time you use a computer until you get to 60.
Yeah.
All right, then research.
Yes, please.
Fuck.
Cool.
Okay, Freddie
All
made
right.
a quarter.
No problem. Yeah, Freddie, now there's some weird shit that goes on with these fucking maps, okay? Now, what happened was the guy who made this map back in the old days, this guy's long dead, not a suspect, his name was Edward Smythe, and the map is a plate from a book called Smythe's Virginia. This guy drew the map, which it was at the time it was a really well thought map. It's super accurate and all that. So then here's the weird part. For a while, collecting the books was the thing to do. But then, because people are fucking nuts, they start disassembling the books and then selling the maps individually. And now the thing is to collect the maps and rebind them in the fucking books. And that's currently where this whole craziness is at. And with your amazing research roll, there was some guy about 2 weeks ago that had been bidding hard for various maps that come from the Smythe's Virginia book, and his name is Austin Kornblatt.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, actually, he's got with your research. Yeah, he's on a dating site where he's looking for dates and stuff, and he looks like this. Yeah.
Where?
Down the bottom right
lower
left-hand
left.
corner.
Oh, okay.
Mustache. He looks like me.
Now you have a porn mustache. You have like the fucking all the way down. Oh yeah.
Let's just call it a
Actually,
professional wrestler mustache.
yeah, nope.
Hulk Hogan. Porn stash. Uh-oh. Logan
You
died.
killed Logan. Cool.
Oh, F in chat for Logan.
Am I back? Right, real quick. Freddie, could you describe what your character looked like to her as you look like yourself to each other?
It's my token, basically.
That's easy.
On roleplay, yeah. That.
Russ, could you describe what your guy looks like to her?
Hold on. I'm just going to make a link to a picture.
Oh God. Oh, my character just looks like my picture in the Roll20, by the way.
But
Nice.
more real, not less. Yeah.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
less anime.
Okay.
Open link. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Fair enough. I can see him doing
Oh,
that too.
God.
Except all painted blue.
You've seen Galaxy Quest, right?
Many times.
Oh, we'll show you Galaxy Quest, and you'll love that guy.
Yeah.
You haven't shown her Galaxy Quest?
No, I've
I
seen
thought we
Galaxy
did.
Quest. Hold up, let me see if I can't find Kirigiri being sassy or something.
We can do it after the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
keep the
continue
flow
while my
going. We're doing
internet's
good.
still working. So
Okay,
There
so
you
is this
go.
guy a suspect? Would he know a suspect?
Well, if he's interested in the map, does it say with my research how many of these maps he's bought?
you found at least 5 different maps that he had bought. Although his last messing with the maps was 2 weeks ago, according to the auction site.
Okay. So, could have hired somebody. Probably not, because we were thinking that it wasn't a very professional garage. What do we want to ask this guy? We're obviously going to interview him.
May have done it himself. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We just need a strategy for questioning, rather than winging it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like, don't tell him about the murder. Don't tell him about the theft. Let him offer information.
All right.
I'm not good at coming up with these strategies. Not my thing, but let's work together and see if we can. Liz might be. She's into murder mysteries. A body has been found.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you can use however you like, a class trial will be held. Don't ask. Just don't ask.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Moving on.
Monokuma mug. Anyway.
Actually, also, since you guys are at the police station, you've got the address that's on his driver's license. Whether it's current or not, you don't know. Because in America, I mean, I had a driver's license that was like 4 different moves out of current. But, some people...
Is this Fogel you're talking about?
The guy whose name, or the picture you just got to see.
No, this is...
Cornblatt.
Cornblatt.
Cornblatt. Let's go. I want to go back to the. Or we can just call. Yeah, so we save time. I want to call the director again.
Okay.
And I want to ask him.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, this is Detective Lansbury. We were wondering if you had a guest by the name of Austin Cornblatt come and see you in the last couple of weeks.
The name doesn't ring any bells. Should I? I'll see if I can find more. Oh, you've got the guest book.
Let me bring you a picture of him. Maybe you'll recognize him. I'll be there in a few minutes.
I'm not always in the building. I don't personally greet every guest.
Do you know who might have seen him most likely?
We have several different teams of security guards and such that cycle through.
Right. Which team of security guards were working? And I list the date of this Rene Duché.
Okay. He says, actually, give me a luck roll, Freddy. Go, Freddy, give me a luck roll. Give me a luck roll. Do it.
He's got like 102 luck. He'll make it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he will, but you can never tell. He says, actually, those security guards are working right now. So if you'd like to come on down with your picture,
well,
or you could just fax me a copy of it.
I think that's.
You look at this ancient, fucked up looking fax machine just squatting over there.
Sure, I'll fax whenever. Stand by.
Cool. Give me an electronics roll because the fax machine here is notoriously tricky.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, you fax him the picture. Nobody knows this guy.
Okay.
So back again to interviewing. I think a pretext would be we need his expert opinion. Ask him a lot about who he knows, who might be interested in the map. Patter that while we pepper him with questions in between. I don't know what to ask him because I'm not good at this. So
What's this guy's background, Logan? During my research, what's his job?
He's a chartered accountant.
CPA, okay.
All right.
Well, I'm not an expert on this question in business either, so... Mont, how would you like to take the lead on this one?
I suppose so.
It's all you.
All right. We're asking about who could have had motive, correct?
Yeah, well, that's the pretext. The pretext is, we need an alibi.
Okay.
Maybe see his maps, see his
You
collection,
may-
take an interest in that.
You might also maybe casually during the conversation
Okay.
come up with a way of slipping in the name Rene Duché and then watching
Oh,
his reaction.
right.
See if he reacts at all to that.
Mhm.
If you're able to slip it in naturally and not raise suspicion.
Yeah,
Right.
and you don't have to actually do the interrogation if you don't want to. I mean, one of us can try it, but we just
Yeah.
need to have a strategy. We're coming up with strategy right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good way to break her in on it. Just toss her into a pit with the suspect, give her a knife, and tell her to go at it.
Slow motion
Yeah.
Gorn.
Yeah, I know what you want to do.
Just
with
stabbing
someone
at
like
him with a knife. Where were you on this? On this?
Logan, can I make like a law roll to see how much calls we would need to search his house? To see if the map is there?
Oh, more than
Give me
this.
a law roll.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, how much do we need?
All right. Can we go over the objective and what we're here for again?
By half?
A hell of a lot more. You need some evidence that directly links this Mr. Kornblatt, the chartered accountant, to the theft.
Okay.
So check his hands.
Check.
Oh.
Would be a good one, but it's probably not him.
All right. So that'd be observation,
That would
right?
that would be a spot hidden, yeah.
Spot him.
Yeah, but Rock, what's your actual detective name?
Oh, I'm Detective Schicht.
Okay, better not mispronounce that one.
That's why I'm using very careful diction. I am Detective Schicht.
Alright,
I am good
so,
at that. I'm not good at this. Never have been.
It's one of the kind of last names that some women out there might want to marry out of.
yeah, so as Detective Chick just said, he may have had someone else do it for him. If it is him.
Well, for right now, let's ask him about the maps, what he knows about them, and if he knows anybody else who knows about them.
Also, everybody give me an accounting roll real quick for a little bit of extra possible potential lore here. Rock, you remember part of an old pirate shanty that these are lyrics of?
You might want to.
This is the chartered accountancy song from The Meaning of Life, you bastard. I made a roll for that. At least I got a check. Cool.
You got a check. There you go. Yeah, and a card for identifying it correctly.
Oh, wow. You know, we're getting all sorts of cards. Oh, red
Oh,
card.
yeah.
Huh. Oh, there we go. Effects of a dissolute
Oh,
lifestyle.
I have a
If your
training
character
card.
has an insanity for drug, alcohol addiction, or is just addicted for some reason, roll. Nope.
No, you're not addicted.
No, I'm not.
Not to drugs.
I have a training time. I'm doing it.
Well, first you have to decrease your hand to 4, and then you can play cards.
Yeah.
Always 4.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
because you
so I
got
have
5
to
right now.
discard one.
Discard one, then play the same time.
Right, I'm
Yeah.
discarding the nada.
I'm
You're-
discarding the heal vehicle steed.
Freddie, are you wanting to grab that from her before it hits the discard pile? Because,
Nah,
you're grabbing it.
that's fine.
Nah, fuck
That's
this
not my
car.
car. I don't give a fuck.
True.
Always,
Okay.
yeah, because Freddie wrecks cars and burns them when he sounds.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
just his luck.
I've wrecked at least 6 cars so far.
Before you discard anything, always ask if anybody wants it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Until you got a good sense of who's going to want stuff.
One person's trash, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Alright, then
Alright.
training time.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, you've had a lot of those. Holy
That's
shit.
Yes,
3.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
always
unusual?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always suggest getting checks in really low skills because those are
Yeah.
harder to get checks in.
I'm using etiquette.
Cool.
Let's. Alright, so what's. We've discussed what we're going to talk about, but how exactly are we going to.
Let her wing it. Now that you've
Yeah,
given
let-
her some general parameters and
We've
into
got
the
it. Let's
pitch,
see
We've-
what
we've
let's see
won
what,
things.
let's see what Detective Munt can do.
We've won things before and didn't end well.
never does. That's part of the beauty of your guys is floundering around.
We
It's a
need,
game.
like.
It's a game. Let's have fun here. Can you do this?
detective-
Yeah.
Detective Monk? Okay,
Okay.
let's go visit.
Okay.
No problem. You go and everybody give me a spot hidden roll as you pull up in front of the guy's house.
Wow.
You're
Success!
rock not driving. Okay, no problem. You guys pull up, and the other two are like looking at the house, and you look over and you see the guy sitting on a park bench in the park across the street from his house, and they both get out and they're heading toward the house with purpose, and you're like, they let you out of the back because they have to, otherwise you would be trapped in the back forever. But they're both wanting to head toward the guy's house because they don't notice anything, and you look over and he's just sitting on a park bench. And he is looking a bit. Give me an empathy roll, just Kate, Liz. Yeah.
Alright. Empathy.
He's looking a bit guilty and a bit squirrely for some reason.
Okay. You're doing great, by the way.
Thanks.
You're picking it up quick.
Hmm.
Alright, I walk over to him and
I ring the doorbell.
No problem. They don't even notice that you're not with them. And you go over and he goes, oh, he stands up and he goes, are you Marcy? You look a
no.
bit older than I. No? Okay.
no,
I
I'm
love that.
I'm Detective
Oh, yeah, that's
Monk.
right. Black guy. He looks
Yeah.
nervous and sits there and looks more squirrely. He
Hello.
says, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm Detective Mont. I just wanted to ask you.
He
some
goes, oh, God, my life is over.
questions. Sir? Are you having a mental breakdown?
You think it's crying?
Okay, I sit down next to the guy and pat his back.
There's no cameras, are there? Oh, God, he says.
No, there's no cameras, sir.
You two have noticed that he doesn't seem to be home right now.
Okay, we
You
get
wanna-
back in the car.
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody brought lockpicks? Okay. So,
I think we should interrogate the guy who's crying out of
no,
guilt.
you're the only one there. You
You're over
can't talk to
there.
them.
Yeah,
We're getting back in the car because
Okay.
he's not there.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
we're going to notice that you're not in the car, and we're going to go
Well-
looking
Okay.
for you.
Alright,
You
cool.
You might. Both of you give me another spot hidden. If you both fail it again, you just drive off.
No! Don't you dare!
There you go. Oh, there she is.
I point that out
Like-
to Rock.
And I'm at half two. No, I'm at half two. We're
Okay.
good.
Okay, yeah, they both point at you, and the guy's busy sobbing his eyes out.
Okay. We approach.
You're not even
My
sure
arms.
what she said to him that got him to cry and stuff so quick. God damn, she works quick, you're thinking.
Good job.
I haven't
Alright,
done
let's-
anything yet, you
He
dimwit.
puts out his wrists.
Sir, if I may ask, why are you acting like this?
Why are you here?
We wanted to ask you about maps.
Oh, I'm seasonal allergies, he says.
Sir, I really doubt that was
What the
seasonal
heck?
allergies.
Yes. Maps, you say. Everybody give me a spot hidden roll. You guys see some very obviously underage girl starting to approach in the distance, and you see them go like that, and then she just like turns and goes somewhere else. And
Okay,
goes,
this is getting dark.
oh, it's so dark. He goes, Maps, you say?
I see.
You're thinking Streetwalker, by the way.
Yes, maps.
She
Would
goes
you
and
happen
talks
to know anything
to
about
looking guy.
a map of Virginia from the 1700s?
Oh, he says, oh, that. Oh, I got out of that.
Got out of that?
You're collecting. Yeah, that's what you're talking about, right? He wipes away his tears. I sold my partially completed copy of Smythe's Virginia. I was contacted by a law firm, Blatt and Thal, and they bought it. I think they were an intermediary for somebody else, but I don't know who. I'm always happy to help. Oh, look at the time, he says. I
Sir?
really need to.
Sir, if you wouldn't mind, I'd still like to talk to you a bit more.
Oh, God.
I sit down next to him, casually.
Give me an
Sir,
intimidate
if I
roll,
could-
Freddie.
Okay. One of these days I'll make an intimidate roll.
Can I try intimidating him?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah,
You're being
because I want to
nice.
try and
This
intimidate
guy
him.
doesn't need it, but
I
fold
want
my
to
arms
try and
give you
intimidate him
points.
into telling me who those girls were.
Freddie sits down, and Freddie's just kind of draping himself like, do you think I'm sexy? That kind of. And he's looking nervously at him and you because you're getting scarier, and Freddie's just like, I'm too sexy for my love, that kind of look. And so he's feeling very conflicted, very strange, and Rock's just standing there, and he's smiling and nodding at this whole thing, and you're wondering what's going to happen in this park. It could get weird.
Sir, would you mind telling me who those girls were that you were signaling to earlier?
Oh, I wasn't. I have sciatica, he says.
So your sciatica is in your legs, not your arm.
I have an advanced case. It's very tragic. You shouldn't pick on
Sir,
me because
I
I'm
would like to
disabled.
ask you to please tell me the truth here.
He begins sweating. I don't know what you're talking about, he says. Meanwhile, the girl and it looks like her pimp have buggered off quick because you guys just reek of police officers still.
Right.
Sir, who is that man that the girl is with? Do you happen to know him?
There's a man? He looks around confused. Why is he sitting like that? He says, pointing at Freddie.
Sir, pay attention to me. Because trust me, I can be your worst nightmare if you want me to.
I think both of you are. Freddie's like stroking his chest and looking meaningfully at the
That
guy.
can be a lovely dream.
I've never seen such raw sexual power before.
Okay, this is going way off the rails. Let's do this.
Yeah, you're thinking with your earlier empathies and stuff. This guy's definitely not going to give up any information that will incriminate him, but he's very anxious to help you with whatever map-related questions you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you are a police
Sir,
officer, though.
you said that
could always.
you said that you had gotten out of collecting maps, but you were into it at one point?
Yes.
Did you happen to talk with anybody else about collecting maps? I happen to know anybody else who shared the same interest?
Only by screen names. I don't know who they actually were.
Alright. Would you happen to know about the incomplete map of Virginia, then?
Yeah, I sold a copy to Blatt and Thal lawyers. I think they're buying it for. They made it sound like they're buying it for somebody else. I don't know who though. Here's Blatt and Thal's address, and this is their building's really big. It's got a lot of windows. It's yeah, it's
When
that.
did you?
Were
When
you
did you
trying
sell
to
it?
acquire the map of King James, County of King James? Was that missing from your book?
Oh yeah, that's a hard one to get.
Yeah. Okay. So the people at the law firm might know who had this map. Don't know. Yeah. No, well, thank you for the law firm. That'll help.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm going to go and lay down because my allergies are really
one more
bad.
thing. Do
Oh
you know
God,
anyone by the name of Renee
why
Duché?
is he doing that with his nipple?
All right.
Do you know anyone by the name of Renee Duché?
He tries his French history World War
I'm
II,
more
and he
interested in his
goes,
reaction.
"Are you Rene Duché?"
So his reaction is completely clueless.
Yeah, he's asking if that's you.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm talking about body language, but yeah, okay.
Okay.
You-
So I start walking away.
Okay.
Hmm.
I just say quietly to him, you should have your rectum examined. You may have cancer. Could they? And I
He
walk off.
just gapes at you in terror.
As soon as I'm out of earshot, I pull out my cell phone and call the pedophile sting.
There
Yeah.
you
Call
go.
the pedophile sting unit and tell them Austin Kornblatt may be a suspect. You should contact him on the internet and see if you can catch him.
You want to know why it's on speed dial on this lady's phone that you're inhabiting her body? No problem. Yeah, they tell you, they thank you. They get the address. They tell you that they will. Should we hurry on this one? Is he getting ready to do some things?
Well, I saw two young girls approach him right now.
We'll get right there. We
Yeah.
would love to get in there one.
Well, use a sting. You know, say you're going to
yeah,
meet
of
him
course.
somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Yeah. Take a card. It's always nice to have an arrow person tossed into federal pound in the ass prison. Yeah.
He might like it.
Yeah. Well, it'll tell him if he has ass cancer. That's one thing. So I guess that's a bonus.
All right. To the
Let's
law
go to
office.
that law firm then.
Yeah.
You guys head over to the law firm, and you guys get to wait for a long time there, a freakishly long time. They keep offering coffee and tea and shit, and it's like, why are we waiting for an hour?
Look, while we're waiting, I want to touch, like, Rock's shoulder with my hook. What does it feel?
I don't know, arousal?
No,
No,
does he feel? Do I feel a hook? I think he's getting at.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Okay.
This lady, can you guys see that? Did it actually reveal a picture? My Roll20's gotten a little weird. Hold on, let me try this.
Oh,
There
found
we
it.
go. Cool. Upper right.
Yep.
Excellent. After about, everybody give me a feel roll and a listen at half.
Feel?
Basic success on listen.
Yeah. Made the feel, but not the listen.
Okay.
Sorry, looking for both.
They're both under
Spot hidden and
Spot
is
hidden?
where the feel is. No, just under spot hidden, there's feel and touch.
Unfortunately,
Someplace.
Rock, you're still distracted by thoughts of the hook.
Oh God. And
Yeah,
then
listen
I
is-
don't
listen.
know, hook
Do we
thing.
need listen too?
Not yet. Yes, listen at half.
No.
Cool. You guys have no idea what's going on with that, but you get led into a
Well, I made the
office.
feel roll. Do I feel anything?
Oh yeah, you made you feel. Yeah, there's a faint kind of little bit of a thump of the building. Your guess, give me a evidence analysis roll, Freddie. And only Freddie knows.
Oh, no one else made. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. By half.
You're thinking a fucking chopper landed on the building. That could be why you're waiting so long.
Okay.
The lady comes out and she says, "Hello, I'm Sharon Tavener. I'm one of the partners here. I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting. Please come in." She leads you in to a conference room where you guys get to meet this dude. And he says, "Hi, I'm William Hall. I understand that you have an interest in the Atlas." He produces it and puts it on the table. It looks like this. Chunk.
Is it open or closed?
Well, right now it's closed.
Right. Any special handling instructions? I'd love to look at that.
Gloves would be really appreciated. Do you need some?
I put on my gloves.
Okay.
I put on my gloves too.
I
You guys-
buck the trend and leave my gloves off.
All right. He glares at you.
Does his clothing and everything, does it look like he just came out of a vehicle with wind and stuff?
His hair is a little bit messy, yes.
Okay.
So they flew you in, huh?
That's right. He says, "I'll tell you what, do you officers work off the clock? I'd love to hire you to find me a copy of one of the maps I'm missing.
Ooh, which one?
The Bray map."
Oh, you mean the county of King James, Virginia, 1794.
You know your maps. I like that.
My hobby.
I
I'm
bought
not
the
going to
Atlas.
touch this. I don't even want to touch this. That's why I'm not wearing gloves, because I don't want to mess up your maps.
Fair enough.
So you're a map collector?
Empathy rolls. Yes, he says. And you guys go, bullshit.
Bullshit.
What?
Are you saying? He looks at you and he goes, I don't know what you mean.
Sir, you were very clearly lying just now. Would you mind telling us the actual reason why you have these maps?
I'm a collector, like I said. His lawyer looks at you and crosses her arms.
I query him about the $1 million map. I imagine we have the information. Have you ever heard of I'm looking for it?
No, that's not one of the ones in the collection here.
A collector like you must certainly know how much that's worth, right?
What, the $1 million map?
I didn't say $1 million map. I
Oh,
described the $1
okay.
million map.
He has no idea about that map at all.
Mhm. Right.
In fact, he doesn't really seem to know that much about maps.
What is your interest in this particular set?
Just trying to complete the book, he says. And you guys are like, he is so lying to us. He smiles greasily at you. How much would it cost to hire you to find me a copy of the Bray map?
Your
How
soul.
much? How
Well,
much
the
do you
police
offer?
department doesn't do private detective work. You probably have to hire a PI.
I'll get right on that.
You haven't hired a PI already?
Well, I can see that we're done talking.
No.
Thank
Have you
much.
hired a PI to find the map? Have you hired someone else?
Not yet. I will take your advice, though, and run with it.
Do you not know where the map is?
No.
Really? You don't know it's at X Museum?
Really? He looks interested.
Is he still greasy as fuck about this?
He is totally a greasy as fuck individual, but you don't know what the deal is. There's more to this than meets the eye, you're thinking. He could be one of those Transformers, robots in disguise.
His hands?
He's an alien.
His hands?
Oh, you look at his hands, smooth, manicured. This guy hasn't done a hard day's labor in, well, maybe
Hey,
ever.
look at the secretary's hands.
Yes, she hasn't crossed right now, and they appeared that smooth, manicured, etc.
We'll need a client list, sir, if you don't mind.
Don't know what you mean.
A list of your clients. This is a law firm, correct?
I don't work here, and even if I did, he looks at the lawyer and she goes, "Hi, you're fishing, officer. Thank you very much for coming in, ladies, gentlemen. I think it's time for you to go."
Okay.
You guys get escorted out of the big fancy lawyer building and
So does
kicked
he
back
not
in
work
play.
there?
Right,
No,
he's
he's
not a
a
lawyer.
client.
That's what I wanted to find out.
Then
I thought
is he
probably
the
didn't-
client?
Yes. Probably.
I love how he didn't even ask his name.
His name was William Hall.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yes.
He was introduced to you.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So, William Hall, we probably want to, well, we get out of the building.
You guys are completely out of the building. You're back in the car. Freddie, the only bad thing for Freddie is that the keys are on the opposite side of his remaining hand, so he has to reach through his steering wheel, turn it on. And that always pisses him off because he always tries it first with the hook. Doesn't work, and he has to reach through because he's still not used to the hook. And he's worried a bird's going to shit in his eye, and he'll lose it again because of the hook.
Oh, you have to give him the skill maneuver hook at Learn.
Unfortunately, it's just always going to be a really bad thing, but I'm sure he'll figure out something clever eventually to do. He has many options. Unfortunately, they're all bad. So, you guys drive off. Where do you wish to head to?
Police station to do research on this dude.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Let's do
You're
some
back at the
research.
police station. Everybody give me a simple research roll. Do research on this dude.
Hey!
Nice.
Cool. Who's the one that failed they can make fun of? Rock. Yeah. You see him like looking up Smurf pictures and shit, and you're like,
God damn it, Rock! Get on task!
He's not a map collector. He's a Smurf collector. He collects those tiny dolls. He appears to be missing Smurfette. I wonder
Get
why.
Smurf off your brain, you dumbass!
Why would I Smurfing do that?
this guy's a real. You guys, after very little research, except for Rock and poor Kate is screaming at him about his thing, and it just shows cops go by and they see like a very, very muscular black man screaming at some good-looking Oriental woman, "Get off of your Smurf head!" Just like, I it. And,
La 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 la.
Oh, beautiful music.
it's a
I
very
see you know the
confusing-
classics.
This guy's a real estate magnate. He also owns several riverboat casinos,
Want some Smurf berries, Kate?
including ones in Virginia. Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're going to Virginia to gamble!
Woo!
I'm going to Disney World.
Okay, but seriously, we should definitely
Busch Gardens
investigate
is
the
in Virginia,
financial
isn't it? Let's go to
records
Busch
and
Gardens.
employees of that casino in Virginia.
It is getting quite late at night. You notice that several of the cops are taking off. You guys are pretty tired. You've literally driven around and investigated the dayway, and you're hungry, and you're wondering other things.
Let's go to one of our places.
Any
I'm
pictures
wondering
of,
why
of
my-
relatives
I'm
in my
wondering-
wallet?
There's some kind of powerfully built, good-looking, Oriental-looking guy.
You know, actually, no. We've been in these bodies before. I think Mont lives alone.
No, we haven't.
I have. Mont,
Oh,
I
you
think
have,
Mont lives
okay.
alone. Yes, I remember. I remember Shipped because we were having fun with that the last time. I think Mont lives alone, so we can go to a restaurant.
But
Cool.
Munt has the most pictures in his wallet. He has like at least 20 different ladies' pictures in his wallet.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely lives alone. Okay, cool.
So anyway,
Wow, he's a Mormon. Okay.
yeah. So you guys go to eat. Fortunately, you've got credit cards, so that makes paying a little bit easier. And yeah, you guys eat, and then you all go to Munt's house to sleep. One
Yeah.
big sleep.
Sleepover!
All right.
Pillow fight! Just chucks a pillow at somebody.
Okay.
They just-
I pillow fight. I pillow fight. I'm going to do pillow fight at Learn.
Alright.
Excellent. Both of you, everybody give me pillow fight rolls. Rock trashes the fuck out of the apartment. He just like randomly swinging and lights are being broken. He just, there's like some oil painting. He goes up and it goes, falls off the wall.
Add.
Oh, this guy's going to have fun when he comes back.
There.
Feathers everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like people just broke in and did horrible shit to this guy's apartment. It looks like the apartment got mugged and then feathers were scattered everywhere and most of the stuff trashed. So you guys sleep in what's left of the apartment, and in
Now,
the morning,
can I skip the willpower roll to reset my residual image?
yeah,
Or is
yeah,
that always mandatory?
not mandatory. If you ever want to
Okay.
heal, then you're going to be
Okay.
running a gauntlet
Right,
there.
I do not do that then. Right.
Cool. It would be fun every day.
Cool.
No problem. Next day rolls around, you guys all get together. Your hook itches for some reason, you can't figure it out, and you drive back. Where would you like to go today?
Well, let's start at the station and get some fresh uniforms.
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
You
I
guys
think
are
you
wearing
guys
plain
wrecked my washing machine.
Oh, that's right.
So
That's right. We're detectives. We don't have uniforms.
Yeah.
I want to go back to my house and get some fresh clothes.
you
I'm
guys
like, hey,
wrecked
honey,
my
hot
washing
case.
machine. I don't know how you did it, but you wrecked my washing machines.
So wait, you're wanting to have them drive you back to your house so that you can interact with your significant other, and
I'll just grab some of Mont's
Okay,
clothes.
let's go
and
buy
put them
some
on.
clothes.
cut to shopping spree later. You guys all have clean, fresh clothes on. Hooray!
Right.
Easy.
Okay,
Yeah, much easier.
Oh yeah, try to pull off like, no, I'm really into you, but I'm busy now. Yeah, that's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I wanted
you
to
guys-
check in acting, but it's okay.
It is a way to get check and acting. No problem. You're all together again. You've got cleaned up. You've eaten breakfast, dinner. You're fine. Where do you go?
Great. What's our next move? We'll discuss it over dinner, right? We'll discuss it over breakfast.
Okay. You guys are in.
Maybe we
an
should go back to that museum to see if there's any updates.
it's been a day. I doubt they've researched anything.
Well, we can give them a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They were
go
looking
ahead.
at the most expensive maps.
There's a weird buzzing sensation, Freddie, on your belt.
I look at the pager.
There's another fucking phone number in it. God damn it.
I call the number.
Cool. You're not sure why they keep paging you instead of just using your shitty phone?
As I might be on duty and they don't want to disturb me.
Take a card. Yeah, that's it. Right. There's another dead body that's turned up. They call you because it's at an art store and there's a bunch of maps here. So they don't know if there's any overlap, but they think maybe you might want to come down.
All right, thanks. We'll be right there.
We have uniforms that are keeping an eye on the place.
I blow this to the other two.
Right. Cool.
It does the spinning Batman. Cut to you guys.
Na na
Are,
na 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 Batman.
you guys are at the store, and it is called the Pacific Wall, or is it? No, sorry, the Atlantic Wall. Everybody, give me. Let's see. Since you knew the name, everybody, give me a history roll.
Pacific, gee, the murder is terrific.
There.
Yes. Rock remembers that he may have smurfed at a Pacific Wall once, or Atlantic Wall.
Okay. Should I try history too? Do we?
Yeah, everyone.
Oh,
History,
okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
everybody tried history.
Sorry, I'm brain farting.
It's probably color commentary, but no.
No problem. Freddie, you remember that Rene Duché stole a map of the Atlantic Wall that was critical to the Allies' invasion of Normandy.
Blow.
And the store is called the Atlantic Wall. That's why it kind of came together in your brain there. And as you can see, the apparent owner of the store is dead. The uniforms are like owner's name, that's him there, as Stuart Zupko, a cartography student. According to, I did a background check. We didn't touch anything except we did put a number 2 next to the map for some reason.